discuss two different algorithms. Those are algorithm for push operation and algorithm for pop operation. Now in this video lecture, we are going to be discussing applications of stacked data structure. There are several applications out there. Among those, I choose only 6 different applications. By using stacked data structure, we are going to be implementing these things. Now we are going to discuss one by one. These are I am going to describe all those things. First one is reverse word, second one is undo mechanism, third one is conversion of decimal to binary, conversion of decimal number to binary number, fourth one is expression evaluation, fifth one is quick sort, sixth one is runtime memory management. Now we are going to discuss in detail about these things. First one is reverse word. What do you mean by reverse word? Reverse word in which whatever the word which you are going to be giving to write it as a reverse form. For example, I want to write A-P-P-L-E, apple, in the form of E-L-P-P-A. It is nothing but a reverse word. You might be remember in previous year if about palindrome. Palindrome is nothing but the word can be read from the both the end with the same meaning. For example, gadar. Gadar. G-A-D-A-G. G-A-D-A-G is an example for palindrome. You can read this word from both the end with the same meaning. Those are called as palindrome. If you want to check whether given string is palindrome or not, then we have to reverse the given word and compare with an original word. Then only we come to know that whether the given string is palindrome or not. To implement this, we require stacked data structure. Which is going to be performing or which is going to be converting given string into its reverse form. Whatever the string which you are submitting or insert, it is simple. How it is going to be done? Let us consider I am going to be reversing apple word with stacked data structure, right? Which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters are there. I require stack size of 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. First A, I push it to stack. Second one is B, I push it to stack. Third letter is B, I push it into stack. Fourth letter is L, I push it to stack. Last one is E, I push it to stack. I pushed all the elements into stack data structure. Now I want to write its reverse form. It is simple. The stack data structure is also called as an LIFO data structure. LIFO means last in, first out. Just I am going to be copying these elements and writing. Just copying these elements, I am going to be writing. Now if I delete it, the first element is going to be deleted. If I am going to be deleting its next, so on. E, P, P, A. It's a simple technique. If you want to reverse any word, that is simply implemented using stacked data structure. That is called as a reverse word. If you want to reverse any word, which is simply implemented using stacked data structure. The next one is undo mechanism. Undo mechanism you might be seeing by you working with an Office packages or MS Word. In MS Word, if you bold something and if you delete something in a document and you want to retain the same one, just we are pressing Ctrl Z or undo in a toolbar. Right? It is nothing but undo mechanism which retains the data to its original value. Means the last successive original value. To implement that, we are going to be using with help of stacked data structure. Means let us consider it is my stack data structure. I am having certain text document BBBS, right? For this I applied bold operation. I applied bold operation means I applied bold operation. Then bold is pushed into stack. Bold is pushed into stack. After that, I make an underline to this text document. Underline operation is pushed into stack. Pushed into stack. Now I change the case, means I change this character to italic style. I change this character to italic style. Then italic operation is pushed to stack. Now you perform. Now you want to retain original text. If you want to retain original text, what we have to do is to simple perform undo operation, which is going to be retaining all the applied operations on the specified text from whatever we applied for this simple text. Now, if you perform undo operation on this text, it is going to be removing the italic operation which is applied for this text. Once again, you perform undo operation, then it is going to be removing underline which is applied for this text. Once again you perform undo operation, then the bold operation which we applied for this text is going to be removed. That is called as an undo mechanism. This undo mechanism is going to be implemented using stack data structure. I hope you got all the undo mechanism is implemented. The next one is conversion of decimal to binary. You are already familiar with conversion of different number system. To convert decimal number to binary number system, once again we require stack data structure. Whatever the remainder which we are getting while we converting decimal number to binary, those reminders are simply pushed into stack. After successful completion of division method, we are going to be popping all those reminders from a stack data structure. Once again, see how the conversion is going to be handled. Let us consider I want to convert number 10, decimal number 10 to a binary. Decimal number 10 to a binary. At the same time, I am having a stack data structure which meant for holding remainder of this division or conversions. 2 5 are 10, remainder will be 0. Now I am inserting 0 to a stack structure. Next one is 2 to the 4, remainder is 1 is inserted to stack. Once again 2 1 the 2, remainder is 0. Once again 0 is pushed to stack. Once again remainder is 1 is also pushed to stack. Then how can I get this binary converted value? Simple. Whatever the value which we are pushed to stack, these should be popped. When we are going to be completing popping all these reminders from the stack data structure, we are going to be getting converted binary value. Let us consider I am going to popping these reminders one by one. First one is 1 0 1 0. Right? It is a binary value of decimal number 10. This is how we are going to be converting decimal number to binary using stack structure. Whatever the remainder which we are getting, those reminders should be pushed to stack. Next one is expression evaluation. This is an important concept. Expression evaluation means any mathematical or logical expression, how these expressions are evaluated. Once again, these expressions are going to be evaluated using stack data structure. I am going to give an example. 3 plus 5 into 2 minus 7. What is expression? Expression is a combination of operator and operand. Now I want to evaluate this expression. Then how the computer or how the compiler is going to be evaluating these expressions? We are having a bottom-up rule. Based on that, we are going to be expressing an evaluation. We are going to be we are going to be manipulating an expression. In the same way, we are using this stack data structure to evaluate or to simplify given expression. We'll have one more topic called as an expression evaluation. In that, we are going to discuss in detail about how we are going to be converting given expression into infix, prefix, postfix, and how we are going to be evaluating it. Just to know, you need to remember, expression evaluation means any given expressions are going to be manipulated or evaluated with help of stack data structure. Means we are having different operator plus, into, minus. Among these three operators, which operator should be evaluated first? Which operator? Right? These are going to be solved with help of stack data structure. In this plus, into, minus, these are three different operators in which we are first we need to evaluate into operator because it is having highest precedence. After that, we need to perform plus or a minus. This is going to be done with help of stack data structure. Next one is quick sort. We already discussed one sorting technique by discussing a data structure, that is insertion sort technique. In the same way, we are having one more sorting technique called as a quick sort, means which is going to be fastly reorganize the elements of a given data structure in particular order. Order is either ascending or descending. That is called as a quick sort technique. To implement or to perform quick sort operation, we require stack data structure. Without stack, it is not possible to perform quick sort operation. Next one is, the last one is runtime memory management. What do you mean by runtime memory management? While we discussing an array data structure or array, what we see that array is a static structure. Array is a static structure means whatever the amount of memory which we are allocating, which is not possible to increase or decrease, which is fixed size. But by using stack data structure, it is possible. Runtime memory management means if I am going to be running any program which may require certain extra amount of memory, that can be allocated with help of stack data structure. Once we allocated, the allocated memory should be withdrawn. These are going to be handled at the execution time. When we are going to be executing a program, at that time it is possible. It is possible to allocate a memory as well as it is possible to deallocate the memory for the program element. That is going to be done with help of stack data structure. That is concept is called as a runtime memory management. Runtime means at execution time it is possible to allocate as well as reallocate the memory for a program. That is called as a runtime memory management. These are the several applications which are implemented or executed using stack data structure. Thank you.